Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar of Naukri FastForward paid services. First of all, I want to thank each one of you for taking out your precious time to be here. So today in this webinar, we would be discussing on increasing chances of getting more opportunities and recruiters calls. And I'm sure there are multiple questions usually go on the back of our mind. What exactly we do, what we should look forward for when we are looking forward to increase our CTC, to change our job, to increase our the steps to go for a new opportunities in our career. And I'm sure that you would be getting all the answers of the questions. So first, I would be picking up some of the common problems usually faced by the job seekers. Number one, resume. We are not confident whether the resume is good enough or not, whether the resume is lacking certain keywords or not. So resume is the major problem because usually when we apply on the job, resumes get rejected. Number two, lack of awareness about the opportunities and job vacancies in the market. As a job seeker, we are not sure where the job is available, how to apply on the jobs, and what sources should we look forward for. Is Naukri enough portal to apply on the jobs, or shall we also, uh, post our like resume to other portals or start applying from there? Number third, even if we apply on the job, we just keep waiting for the recruiter to respond back because multiple times, even after applying on the job, recruiters do not respond us back. So resume is the problem. Lack of awareness and information is the problem. Confusion about the portals and sources is the problem. And not getting the response back even after applying on the job is the problem. So I'm sure that in this time and whatever time we are spending here, we will come up with the solutions, that what exactly solutions we can put and we can implement to resolve all these problems. Majorly, people have the question on the back of their mind, when should I change my job? People keep asking us, and we usually receive this kind of queries that should I change the job in the month of JFM, or should I change the job in the month of November, December, before appraisal, after appraisals? So I just want to say one thing, there is no time for the job change. You can anytime look for a job change. Usually, what people do, they always initiate their search and the job hunt comes in their mind when the things are not going good between the job seeker and between the employee and the manager, between the employee and the management. At that time they feel like moving out for the job. When they're unhappy with the decision, sometimes job seeker and the employee gets very much unhappy with any of the decision taken by the top management, and they take a call to move out. But I think no, you should always look for the job change at your highs when things are doing good in your company, never at your lows. Reason why you should look for the job change at your highs, because at that time you are very much confident that you already have a job in your hand and things are keeping well in the existing organization. Now you can negotiate with the external organization for 40%, 50%, 70%, 100%. That's how it is. So never wait for the time when you are not happy with the surroundings, when you're not happy with the roles. Never wait for that time. You should initiate your job search whenever you want. Do not wait for appraisals to happen, appraisals not to happen. These things will always come and go. Projects will come and go, appraisals will come and go. Externally, movement, of course, makes a huge difference. External movement give you great hike, even if you're a star performer of the company. Being the star performer, how much hike you receive in an organization? 5, 10, average hike is 10%, 12%, not more than that. However, externally, of course, you can look forward for 60%. These days, people are getting 100% of hikes also. So it depends person to person. It depends industry. It depends upon market scenario. But never put bar at yourself. You should always look forward for the bright opportunities and better career. So There's no time for that. If you feel like that, okay, I've already spent 2 years in this company, just move out and start doing small steps to initiate your job hunt. Now, people always have a very major question in their mind: how do I change my job? I want to change my job. I know I this is the perfect time period for me to move out of this company, but how do I do that? So I'll tell you. Even if you are taking care of the small steps, like you logged into Naukri or portals like Naukri, when you logged into Naukri, you put your username, password, you just do little editing on your Naukri profile. It shows to the recruiter that you are recently active. Yes, this also makes a huge difference. You go on Naukri, apply on few of the jobs available on the portals. That also makes a difference. You start floating and flashing your CV in the market. That also makes a difference. So small steps, taking small steps into consideration also accelerate your job search and also increases your chances for getting better opportunities and recruiters' responses from the market. You should always have a good CV to start your job search. Because if your CV is impressive enough, trust me, maximum part is covered in your resume. Half of the interview is already done. Because CV is the first thing which go into the cabin of the HRs and recruiters, not you. So always initiate your job hunt with having a good CV. Whether you are sending the CV to your friends, your ex-colleagues, or you are uploading on the portals like Naukri, at least start with that. So mindset is something which is very important, and focus. You should be focused enough that, okay, now I need to change my job and I have to start doing small steps to ensure that I am, receiving some engagements and some exposure from the market. What steps should we take care of when we are looking for a job change? As I already mentioned, people have resumes, but they have a very black and white resumes. This is the main reason why resumes are not getting shortlisted. And sometimes we feel that our friend is getting better calls. My friend is getting better calls and way better responses. My friend is getting 5 calls a day. I'm getting 0 calls a day. People feel that. There is a reason behind it. When 50%, when 50 people gives presentation on one topic, all 50 can't win. Only one wins the competition, and that is because of the presentation. So how you are presenting yourself in the market, whether on Naukri portal or to any HR who is going through your resume, presentation matters a lot. Now, nowadays, what people do, they usually write about what they have been doing. However, I always recommend people resume should speak about both what you have been doing and what you are looking forward for. If you're a VP of a company and but now you are looking forward for a higher role or a lead role or a director role or a senior VP kind of role, it should reflect in terms of keywords. At the same time, usually people have this belief that, okay, if I am from the FMCG industry, I should make a core FMCG TV. But no, gone are those days. In the recent scenario, I'm sure you must have aware about it. A lot of hiring is happening from other industries too. Like Amazon has done multiple hiring from automobile industries. Why? Because they have a belief that if they would be hiring someone from a different industry, that person would bring a different talent to the table. Yes, domain matters. Maybe a salesperson who have been doing sales for last 5 years or 20 years cannot change the domain. Someone who is into human resource management or someone into software development, of course, cannot change the domain, can only upgrade the skills time to time, but cannot change the domain, right? So you should always focus on the domain specific resume, not the industry specific resume, so that we cannot put industry as a bar while hunting for the job change. At the same time, you should ensure that your CV is short, crisp, and having the ATS compatibility. So I'm sure people, ask this question that I was reading one article and I got to know that your CV should be ATS. So what is this ATS? We very, like frequently receive these kind of queries about ATS and all. So I'll just tell you what exactly ATS is. ATS is the application tracking system which almost all the HRs and recruiters are using as a software where they collect, sort, and score your CVs. If your CV is ATS compatible, your chances of getting shortlisted will be way higher. And this definitely helps you getting more visibility in the market. And this also helps you getting more chances that they will first prefer your CV over others. Now, this is all about resume, and I'm sure if your CV is visually appealing and designed by a professional experts, now anybody can make the CV. People have this belief, but no. Someone who can speak English cannot add value to your resume. You always need to get your resume done by someone who can actually add the real value to your CV, who can tell in your resume and present in your resume how you can bring business and more value to the organization and how you have been adding value to your existing organization. This should be available in your resume always. And this kind of presentation only someone senior could do, only someone who can cater the requirements, who understand the market can do. A fresher cannot do, a normal resume writer cannot do. Expertise required to give the best presentation to your CV. Now when CV is ready, so what we do in our CV writing, we just allow you to interact with our resume writers multiple times. You can, because see, only by looking at your existing CV, it's not possible to understand exactly everything. So, of course, we give you the chance where you can convey your requirements to our resume writers. You speak to them over calls, over emails, whatever you are comfortable with. Then we will give you, after doing the 65 plus quality checkups, your first draft. If you say, good job, Naukri, we are good, we are also good to close it. In case if you require certain changes, we are okay with that. You can look forward for unlimited changes in the resume till the time you are satisfied with that. And I'm sure a good resume helps you getting more opportunities from the market. I'll tell you how. So let's say you have a very good resume now. Now resume is ready. You have a good resume and your resume is with you. Of course, it will not make any difference because maybe it is not getting available to the HRs who is in need for the candidate like you. So what we have to do? We have to ensure that we are doing the marketing. Your CV is getting visible and the marketing is happening for your resume. How? You can get it display on the top searches of Naukri. For this also, we will be first gonna enhance your Naukri profile. So what exactly happened when resume is ready? As I already mentioned, keywords in resume plays an important role. At the same time, keywords in your Naukri profile also plays an important role. We will be adding suitable keywords and jargons in your Naukri profile. Once it is enhanced, your profile is done, we will be making it visible to the top recruiters, which absolutely works on search engine optimization. So let's say any recruiter coming on Naukri.com and looking forward for the candidates, they cannot go on 100 pages of Naukri or 200 pages of Naukri, not possible. When you go on Google, you always check the first page, not the 10th page or 15th page. Similarly, when your CV will be on the top searches of Naukri, it of course increases the visibility and increases the chances of calls from the recruiters. Because if it is visible, if it is getting the proper marketing, it makes a difference and recruiters can see you, they can call you. So having a good CV, you can't keep it with you. You have to push it and flash it to the potential HRs and recruiters who are trying to look forward for you. So they will be able to find you out from the top searches and they can reach you. So flashing the CV makes a huge difference, highlighting it on the top page, getting a featured profile. When I say featured profile, so what we do, we put a tag mark onto your profile, which indicates to the recruiters that you are an active job seeker. So that they do not hesitate approaching you. They will get the confidence, okay, this person is looking for a job change. Because many a times what happened, recruiters are not sure who is an active job seeker or who is not. Because they come across 1,000 CVs and sometimes people say, no, I'm not looking for a job change. It's just my CV is getting flashed. So this tagma makes a difference and differentiate you from others who are just uploaded their resume in the market, but not properly and actively hunting. However, if you have that featured and highlight your profile, of course, they can first prefer you over others. At the same time, when the resume is ready, when the resume is getting highlighted on the top searches, we face this problem that we don't know where the job is available and how to apply on those jobs. So no worries, I'm sure that you are a corporate working guy and you are quite busy, in your daily routine and day-to-day corporate activities. We cannot expect you to go here and there on Naukri portals, on different portals. We cannot expect you to open the corporate websites, because 70%, or I would say maximum jobs these days, are getting also announced on the corporate websites, right? So we can't expect you to go there and fill a form. So what we do, you will get a chance to speak to our writers, our, I would say, experts, not writers, and you can convey your requirements to our Naukri experts. You can tell them about the industry, location, CTC, what you are targeting. And accordingly, you will be start receiving the jobs on SMS and mail within 30 minutes of being posted. As soon as the recruiter announces the job, within 30 minutes, it will be shared with you on SMS. Now, usually when I get a chance to speak to the job seekers, I got to know that they are looking for the opportunities for the location. Why? I'm sure you all know attrition is there in the market, and that is one of the reason why the basic hike these days is 40%, 50%. Even we check nearby around our friends, they are getting 70%, 100%. Reason being attrition. And during COVID and the work from home culture, most of the job seekers were working from home. So let's say there's a job seeker who was working comfortably from Hyderabad location during COVID. Now the company has decided to open and company is calling the employee to come back. But no, employee is not ready to come to Bangalore because he is very much comfortable working in the hometown, that is Hyderabad. So what employee is doing? He is looking for a job change in Hyderabad location. So his only requirement is that I want a job in Hyderabad for software developer where I can utilize my skills. How can system understand this requirement? No. System can send you anything which may be relevant to someone else but not for you. But what if human brain and human expert will call you, speak to you, understand it, and then start sending you those notifications? Of course, makes a difference. If someone can send me only the Hyderabad jobs because I'm not comfortable to move to Bangalore anymore, so yeah, it makes a difference if I would be getting few relevant jobs. Ultimately, we need one job. So even if I would be getting few good opportunities from the market, if someone could take this pain, pick out the jobs from Naukri portal, from different corporate website, career section pages also, which as an individual you guys cannot do. As a job seeker, you can't open their career section page and fill a form. So this is how the problem which we have discussed, that we don't know how where the job is and what sources we should go and apply. So you don't have to use any sources. The source would be your SMS, that is your mobile phone, and your laptop. You can either do it from mobile phone, you can open your email ID, apply, you can open your SMS and apply. All the jobs would be there, and I'm sure it, being the number one job portal, having a good coverage in the market, I'm sure that you would be getting maximum coverage of opportunities and vacancies on your SMS by the help of the Naukri expert. Now, sometimes what happened that we apply on the job and we know job is very good, very much relevant, and the budget is also very good of the recruiter, but recruiter is not responding us back. So we have this product recruiter connection. In that, why are you waiting for recruiter to call you or mail you or see your resume on the top page? You proactively start connecting to the HRs and recruiters directly. Let's say someone is very much interested to work with ABC company, no problem. You can go on the website of Naukri. On the top, you will find recruiters. Click on it. Type ABC. You will be able to see the recruiters who are associated with that organization and registered on Naukri. Check for which position they are hiring. If you're looking for a data scientist and the HR is also hiring for data scientist, you can forward the CV. There is a way where you can directly send the personalized message to those HR who are hiring in your domain. And that's how you increase your engagements. And this engagements not only helps you in short term, but yes, in long term too. I'll tell you how in long term. So let's say today you have connected with any of the HR and they are not responding you back. But when you send the message, they got the link of your profile or they got your resume because you've attached that. Or but they're not calling you at that time. But after 1 month, they have realized that okay, we have got one resume of one candidate a month back, so they can call you. So it increases your chance to get recruiters calls. It increases your chance. You never know when you get a good response, when you get a good call from the recruiter. You never know. So I believe in one thing. Currently, if we are not putting anything, nothing is coming to our way. What if we start putting a little efforts by getting your CV, by getting our CV in the correct format, by getting it on the top searches? It of course makes a difference. And if these things, small things can increase 10% to 70% chances. Let's not talk about 100%. If even if it can increases, let's say if it is increasing your 10%, 20%, 30%, there is no harm. It will not be taking away anything. It is just going to add on something. And that's what we also always look forward for, that what we do to increase the chances. What steps should we start with? So I think these are the small things which you should at least start with. And yeah, these services have been working in the market. That is the reason today we have a brand name and today people rely on Naukri with closed eyes. Also, if you want to get updated about the market opportunities, this priority applicant can help you in early applicant. So let's say you have received few jobs on the website of Naukri and you are getting some SMS. We will be sending you some job recommendations via SMS so that you can quickly apply and you can stand out from the crowd and you will get the priority over other. Why? Because as it is mentioned that 4 times more likely to catch recruiter attention. So if there are 30 people or 100 people applying on one job, you would be getting 4 times chances to get the response back and you would be an early applicant. Why? Because your application would be highlighted in front of the HR. It will give them the impression that yes, you are an active job seeker. So I think these are the small things which we should at least start with. Because overnight, nobody can change the job. But yeah, when side by side, simultaneously, if we are just spending our 10 minutes a day or 20 minutes or 30 minutes a day, depends upon the availability, we can definitely accelerate our job search and increases our chances for more opportunities and recruiters' responses from the market. Because major things we have already covered: a good resume, a good visibility, job notifications. So as mentioned, a good resume. We will help you we will help you with a good resume, a good visibility in the market to increase the chances of getting more opportunities and exposure. Job notifications so that you don't have to go here and there to take a pain. You can directly connect with any HRs and recruiters. If you have any organizations in your mind, I'm sure you will be able to try and find those companies' HRs and try to make your connections with them. We already have 2 lakhs plus active recruiters. And stand out from the crowd and start applying on the jobs. So job search, of course, plays a vital role. And these small things, if you will take care of, makes a difference. You can at least start it, give it a try. You never know when you get a good response. Try to spare and spend 20 minutes a day. Log into Naukri, check out the jobs, check if your CV is matching with the keywords or not, what is missing, what not to missing, and then you can implement these kind of stuffs. So while having this session, I was getting multiple questions. So if you have any questions, you can please write it down. So I'm already received multiple questions. I would try to pick few common questions only because of the lack of time. So yeah. So multiple people have asked about it, how we can ensure that our resume is getting highlighted in the market and how you can differentiate my resume from others. You already have thousands resumes available, lakhs resumes available. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure that this answer would resolve multiple questions which I have received. If recruiter is coming on Naukri.com, you are right. You guys are right that yeah, we have lots of resumes which are getting highlighted because there are multiple people who use these kind of services and get their CV visible on the top search. So how do we manage that? I'll tell you. Recruiters always come on Naukri.com with proper keywords, like they need job seeker who has an experience of 10 to 15 years, location Bangalore, Hyderabad, let's say, CTC 25 to 30 lakhs. Now, all the resumes cannot be reflected at that time. So that's how we manage. If you fall in this category, because no point to highlight those CVs which are of data scientists or not matching to the criteria of the recruiter, which makes no sense. So we prefer giving the chance to those who fall into that category in terms of experience, location, CTC. So we would be highlighting those CVs, and this will help you getting more opportunities because recruiters can find you on the top search. So I want to say that recruiters are very specific when they look forward for the profiles. And that's how we differentiate you from others. So if let's say 100 CVs are getting highlighted, let's say, so two CVs who are matching to the criteria or one CV who is matching to the criteria will be highlighted. And that's how we say that, okay, we would be reducing your competition by close to 99%. Now, coming to the second question, which was, okay, so there's more about resume writing. Okay, so multiple questions has raised this that multiple, people from you has raised this resumes. Okay, so what kind of resumes are in the market? How do we ensure that a resume looks fine and this is the best resume? Okay. So there is no definition of resumes in the market. It's just with the time we always ensure that our skills are getting updated. Let's say people from automation, manual testing has moved to automation testing, right? Similarly, I think that you should always ensure that your CV is matching with the current standards and current market trend. So when I say current market trend, now the trend is what? If you check the market, people are not entertaining any walk-ins these days. No, they're not entertaining the walk-ins. HRs or recruiters are not doing that. They are doing the entire process online. Even they are sending you laptops online. They ensure your entire training and your joining, everything went online these days. So now when things went online, they are using artificial intelligence tool, as I already mentioned, to score your CV. So the basic things which we have to look forward for, as CV should be ATS compatible, and you know anyone who can add value to your CV. So CV should be specific. Always ensure that your CV is one page or maximum 2 page, not more than that. Your CV should have a professional photograph and three things you have to take care of. That is what? Number one, your KRAs, which is your key responsibility areas. Number two, your KPIs, which is your key performance indicators. And number three, core competencies. Trust me, if you would be highlighting these three things in your resume, that could make a difference and that could increases your chances over others. So I cannot cover all the questions, but yes, I have tried that. Okay, I can answer you almost the common questions which being raised. So still, if you have any doubts, any further queries, you can please feel free to call us on 1800 102 5557. And there you can get a chance to speak to our sales consultant who can, of course, guide you in the best way. And you can also mail us on fastforward.sales@naukri.com for all the customized support, customized package, price, depending upon what kind of profiles you are targeting. So that's how it is. So thank you so much, everyone, for taking out your time. Thanks for being there. And I wish you all the very best. And I'm sure that this will make a difference. And I'm sure that now you can look forward to enhance your career and to increase your CTC and, of course, your designation. Thank you so much, guys.